Good morning. Good morning, everybody, and a very warm welcome once again to Empowering Morning Sessions. So now you know the EMC group is going to become larger because our bars group is becoming larger, right? And we are making more of a presence being felt in Dubai. Rabba has gone and done some workshops there, and very soon we will have Vetrivel Sanmugam also doing those workshops there. How wonderful is that? So on this fine morning, let me share the good news from Pune. The weather is getting nice and it's not as hot as it was yesterday. So every day becomes better than yesterday. So what do we say in Access? I mean, in our EMC, we say every experience is an opportunity to become a better version of ourselves. Every experience is an opportunity to become a better version of ourselves. So I have a question for you. And the question is that in our life, are we displaying openness and trust? And can openness be there if there is no trust?
No.
So let me ask you the question again. Yeah, good answer. Are you displaying, you understand? That people can see that. Are you displaying openness and trust? And if you don't trust, can you be open?
No.
Good. So are you displaying openness and trust? And what is it that you can do, or what is it that you are doing already, which makes people to think that you are not open? And please mute yourself, everybody, because somebody's my mic is giving a lot of background noise. Thank you. So everybody's understood my question, I hope. Vandana, good morning. So happy that you could join us.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, Shakti.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone.
So what is the question I just asked? Can somebody repeat it so we know that you have understood it? Not understood, but you have heard it. I repeated it, I think, 3 times. So who's gotten the question and can repeat it in exactly the same way that I said it?
Are you displaying openness and trust?
Yeah, and then what else? Very good. You got this much very, very clearly. Congratulations, Vandana. Yeah, what about Vetri?
Sir, same thing. I got, sorry, I'm a little bit struggling with the light here. Same.
In other words, you didn't hear it, correct?
Are you displaying the openness and?
Not, I didn't use the word the openness and trust. I said, are you displaying openness and trust?
Are you displaying the openness and trust?
And what was the next thing I said?
Sorry, sir, I missed it.
Yeah, so see, this is very important. See, in a conversation, if we are not paying attention and we are not listening, we cannot have a conversation. Are you getting it? Now I am going to be doing, I emphasize especially more for the would-be facilitators or those who are already facilitating, that if you are not going to really listen to what your participants are saying, right, then you are not responding to them and addressing their concerns. Then you are in a lecture mode. Are you getting what I'm saying, Vetri?
Got it, sir.
Yeah, so at all points of time, you are very alert about your listening, and we are all going to practice that we should listen to each and every word that somebody has said. And if we have not, caught any particular sentence, then we should request them, okay, look, I did not hear you. Can you repeat it? You tell me, when you do that, will you be displaying openness or not?
100%.
Now, why would you not seek such a clarification? if you did not hear and you did not seek a clarification, why would that be?
Maybe attention distracted, or we don't give importance to that.
You didn't hear this one also, what I said.
Are you open enough that people can trust you? Is I think what
Yeah,
you meant,
no,
sir.
I didn't say that. I said if you did not hear something that someone said, correct?
Yep.
You didn't hear them. And you didn't even tell them that, hello, sorry, I didn't hear it. Can you repeat it? Why would you do that? Why would you not ask them to give a clarification? That is what I had asked. So can you answer that now?
Because it is very important to us.
No. I'm asking you why you did not ask for a clarification. See, sometimes we don't ask, no?
Correct.
We did not hear and we did not ask. Now, can you see in this simple interaction that I'm having with Vetri that he's not listening? I'm asking something, he's responding some other thing. And I promise you it's not language problem. So I'll ask again. Vetriji, have you understood what I just said? I said that when we don't listen, sometimes we don't hear, right? Our attention has gone off or something like that.
Yes.
And then we are not even telling the person, sorry, I didn't hear you. Can you repeat it? Why are we not saying that?
Because point one, it may disturb the flow of the program. It's not one-to-one conversation.
Yeah, but when I'm in a conversation with you, it's meant for everybody. So if you did not hear, it is very much possible that other people also did not hear. Right? So you are having an assumption which is not making you ask for a clarification. Correct?
Yes.
So if you want to contribute to a conversation, you can ask permission. No, I need a clarification, and a facilitator will understand. Because in a conversation, sometimes people don't get it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's perfectly all right that you did not get it. Now, why are you getting bothered about disturbing? That if you disturb, what will happen?
I got it, sir. The point is,
No,
rather
you
than
didn't get it.
contributing. Yeah.
I'm asking you a question, answer it, na, my dear. I'm not attacking you, relax, Vetri.
I totally
coach others also.
I totally understand, sir. But somehow I got this, like it is meant for everyone. I should not take more share.
No, that's all right. See, every interaction here makes other people also get something. Do you think you're the only one who does not listen?
I got it.
So my question was what? Why would you be
Not asking.
bothered? No, asking is fine. Then I just told you another one, which you did not get again. Why would you be afraid of interrupting?
Maybe I'm getting the point. The present, I'll have to be 100% present here.
No, yeah, you are again evading the question. You know that? Why are you evading the question? Why would you not want to disturb? You will become a bad fellow. I will get angry with you. You will lose my friendship with you. What will happen if you interrupted me? See, if you trust me,
Yeah.
would it bother you? You'll say, I trust Sukhdeepak. If I ask him, if he gets angry also, he will not take it out on me because he's my friend. He's my coach. So do you notice that there is some, when you are fearing someone with whom you have a relationship, because of the fear, you're not trusting. You're not trusting the reaction that may come or not come. Are you getting it?
Yeah, I get it, sir. Please correct me if I am wrong. If I have clear openness and trust, there will not be any element of fear. If there is a little element of fear, I would be harming myself, not displaying openness, honest, trust.
That I did not say. Harming yourself is not the point.
Yeah.
The point is you will not seek a clarification.
Exactly.
Because see, in a conversation with anyone, especially in a coaching conversation, imagine if you are a coach and your participant has told something and you did not hear it fully.
Yeah.
If you did not hear it fully, what will you do?
I'll
You will-
interpret or I'll skip.
Correct. On your own basis, you will be answering. It will have no connection with what the person was asking. Anna?
Yeah.
So we don't want that. In any case, in any conversation. So another thing which many people do is that when other persons start asking uncomfortable questions, many people do this also. They will just try to, push it away. Yeah, I got it. Let's not discuss more. Right? So you'll never get to the root of the issue,
Yeah.
which is sometimes very important. No? These are
Correct.
great opportunities, Vetri, for
I
us.
understand.
When we go
Correct.
to the root of it, we find out something and then we say, wow, this is what was happening with me. So thank you so much for this interaction.
Got it, sir. Thank you very much to you.
Not to you too, because, publicly having this conversation can be a little embarrassing and you're able to face that. And I'm willing to cause that embarrassment for you. Why?
I love to receive, sir.
But why I'm willing to offer that embarrassment?
You have open and trust.
No.
towards-
Again, you're not thinking. Why I'm willing to embarrass you also if necessary. For my good.
No, it's you care me.
Exactly. Sometimes, we need to be a little bit firm and unreasonable if you have to make a difference to someone.
I got it.
See, we cannot have a default mode of every time somebody opens his mouth, you'll say, wonderful, very profound for everything. If somebody is talking crap, you can tell him, what are you talking at? If somebody is talking irrelevant, you can say, hello, very good, thank you, but this is not pertaining to this conversation. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Now, when there is openness and trust, we are willing to do that. When there is no openness and trust, especially when there's no trust, you will be little, hesitant to say because, they will feel bad, they should not feel bad. But this is not about feeling good and bad. My dear friend, Mr. Sagar, I love him like my own child, He reminds me of my own youth. But if I have to get tough with him, I do that, that. Correct? And every one of you, you're so dear to me. But we are here to make a difference to each other's lives. We are not here to do puchu, I know you are such a nice person, I love you. That we do. There's no doubt on that. So sometimes mother also gives quinine tablet when you get malaria.
I'm getting it, sir.
So that is why I brought up this whole topic. Like if there is openness and trust, how are you going to demonstrate that in your life? First of all, do you have openness and trust? Question number one. If you do have, or you may be thinking that I have, then other people, do they feel that you are showing that openness and trust? Other people in your family or your friend or your colleagues, if we ask them, will they say that about you? That you have openness and trust? Think about it. If you are confident, then you will tell me also that in my life, this is what I do because I have openness and trust. So a person who has openness and trust, does he feel the need to lie?
Not necessary.
Does he feel the need to bend the truth?
No.
Does he feel the need not to be straight with somebody if he needs to be?
No.
Right?
Yeah.
So does he feel afraid to confront somebody also if required for their benefit?
No, his transaction will be in complete ease.
Yeah, because see, he's guileless, he's vulnerable. Yeah, he's having honor, he's having, trust, he's having allowance, he's having gratitude for those people. and he is vulnerable. What I'm discovering is that other people also should know that. Are you getting it? In our words and actions, if that is not visible to people, because people only see what they see and they hear what they hear. Are you getting it? I'm not only having this conversation with my friend Vitrivel,
100%.
I'm having a conversation with all of you. So this is the question I wish to have you answer. Are you showing openness and trust? Demonstrating. Sagar is always demonstrating openness and trust. Have you noticed that? He's so open, he'll say whatever he wants. Some of you don't like it. Why? Because he's young, no? Young people are a little more open. They have not got support. They got not slapped by others so far. Correct? After some time, he'll also become like us only. I hope not. So how are you demonstrating openness and trust? So Abhinav, do you have openness and trust? Yeah, Shakti, go ahead.
Sir, I'm afraid of being judged, sir. People will judge me. I'm afraid of that.
Yeah, aren't we all? Isn't it true for most of us? You're very right. And remember what we said in the, what Gary says? He says that, every time you're willing to be judged by someone, you will earn $5,000 in life. Why does he say that? Because when you're open, there is more energy flowing, na? So when we have fear of judgment, what will happen? Are you opening or closing?
Closing.
Correct. Now, if somebody judges and you don't buy into that judgment, how does it matter to you? You get my question?
Yes, sir.
See, if somebody is judging, it is only words coming out of their mouth, correct?
Yes.
And you are not receiving it. You are saying, very interesting point of view that this person has got. Then will that judgment bother you?
No, sir.
See, so if we live our
They don't
life,
bother me.
exactly. So if we live in allowance, correct? Will it allow you to trust more and be open more?
Yes.
Correct. So do you notice that that is why almost every call I will say, listen, stop judging you. The other thing which we should also do is stop buying the judgments of others. Their judgments are their point of view. It's just another point of view. Only when we start resonating with it, when we also think the same way, oh, acha, am I really like that? That person is saying you're like this, or maybe I'm like this. Then you are judging yourself and getting upset by that. Check it out. So that was a good one. Thank you, Shakti.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I do have one more thing. From my past experience, I used to feel that I'm concerned about others. I don't want to, because of my question, I don't want others also get disturbed. If it's going in the flow, I don't want to disturb. That kind of thoughts are popping up when you're telling that I'm not 100% listening.
Yeah. So then if those kind of thoughts are popping up, is your attention on yourself and how will I look and what they will think about me? Or is it that you want to contribute and you want to be contributed to? See, somebody is saying something, okay? You did not hear it properly.
Yes.
And you are not asking also, sorry, please stop, please repeat, I did not hear you.
Yes.
Okay? And you're not doing it because you are thinking, oh, he will feel bad, he will think bad about me, so why should I ask? I may be judged or something like that.
It's not about that I will feel, he will feel bad about me. That's not the thing, sir. It's going in the flow. Others are getting. I may go and rewatch the recording, or I can clarify something, that kind of thing.
Okay,
The
that's very good.
hesitation.
That's very good. But tell me something, on a live call, if you are not getting it, is it not possible that others are also may not be getting it? Many are not going to speak. They are all thinking, yeah, it's going in the flow, I should not interrupt. Now, even when you watch the recording, right, I am not there to clarify, no? Because
Yes.
I will be trying to say something, you are interpreting in some other way, so you'll get the wrong idea, isn't it? That is why we have a
Yes.
conversation. It is not a lecture. Please remember. In a conversation, we converse. That means if I'm having a conversation with you and I did not understand what you said with Shakti, I'll say, hello, Shakti, excuse me, I did not understand what you said. Because if I cannot understand what you said, I cannot have a conversation with you, no? Are you getting it?
Yes.
So the why I'm doing
Yes,
this
sir.
session,
Absolutely.
yeah. So why I'm doing this session today is, if you are not going to treat a conversation like a conversation, this is what most of the people here are doing. If they are not going to treat a conversation like a conversation, then we'll get less benefit out of it. No? So it's not about the flow. This is not a lecture. When you and I come and give a talk here, we have a conversation here, we don't want to give lecture. So we are interacting, right? You get something, then I respond to that, then you get it, then you respond to that. And at the end of the conversation, something comes out. Okay. So sometimes what happens, you're waiting. Your question will be forgotten. Okay. So have you noticed many times I have to put you on hold and you're waiting to speak. So I might even say, okay, hold on, I'm coming to you. And many times it happens, by the time I come to you, you've forgotten what you want to say. That also happens, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if you don't want to disturb, if you don't want to interrupt the flow, then first you train yourself to listen properly. See, if there are two steps, what we are doing, like in your computer, when two computers talk to each other, what is the communication protocol? It is a four-way handshake, correct?
Yes.
He sends the data, you receive it, send it back saying, yes, yes, I received it. The other fellow again sends it back to say, yes, yes, I know that you've received it. And then he sends it back again, I know that you know that I received it. So they are making so much sure that the communication is received, correct? Why? Data should be taken accurately. Only when the data is received accurately, then only you'll do the processing, no?
Yes.
But as human beings, what are we doing? Before receiving the data, we are already processing. Before checking the accuracy of what we have received, still we are processing.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
So step number one, when you are coaching people, you also remember this, Vetri you remember, Kunen you remember, Rama you remember. If you're coaching someone, right, establish with them the importance of listening. In life, I promise you the results that you're producing with people and otherwise. I promise you. Those results will become much more. Number of arguments and differences will be minimized. Because, 99%, I will say almost 98% of humanity, they don't pay attention to listening. First of all, their awareness is so low. That is why Kunen always will say awareness, very important thing. If you are not aware, you are not listening. If you are not present, then also you are not listening. Okay? So these things go hand in hand. Thank you, Shakti.
Got it.
That was very
Thank you
useful.
so much.
Yes, Kunen sir, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I'm really so disappointed here. You did not do the bars workshop with Rama. I wish you could have made it possible somehow. Now I have to come to Dubai only for you. Now for you, and then Zishan and Imtiaz Bhai and one or two other people whom I so badly want that you should do it. I am coming to Dubai. I'm going to set up a group with you, Zishan, and a couple of other people, and we'll discuss on how to make it possible. Okay?
Right, sir.
All right. So please carry. I'm sorry. I had to tell you this.
Yeah, for this, whenever universe wants, it will happen for sure. That's what I trust, universe.
Well,
As far as this conversation is concerned, sir, this is reminding me Viktor Frankl a statement. And he said that between the stimulus and your response, there is a space. And in that space, that space is so important. How you choose, what you choose, defines your growth or success or whatsoever. So what you are, this conversation is, I'm taking away is, as you mentioned, that intently listening and then choosing in that space and then responding. So it's very powerful, sir. So thank you so much.
yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And there's one more element which I have not yet talked about. Like when you're interacting with someone, it is very useful to demonstrate that you are listening. So suppose I'm talking to you, I definitely want to know whether you've got what I'm trying to say or not. So in this case, what I do is I ask you people many times, tell me what I said, tell me what I said. Okay? Because I want to be sure that what I said is what you received. So if you are in a conversation with someone, let's say official conversation or anything, somebody told you something, if you get into the practice of demonstrating to him कि साहब मुझे ये समझ में आया, you can say back to him. Either you summarize it word by word, you reflect it word by word, or you summarize it, or you paraphrase it. But at least the other fellow knows for sure that, okay, this man has got what I'm trying to say. Especially in what is known as crucial conversations. So what is a crucial conversation? See, life is full of conversations, correct? What is a crucial? What is the meaning of the word crucial? Niti, are you there? Yeah. Hasina
Important. Important.
Yeah. So what are the crucial conversations you have in life? And with whom do you have those conversations? So when you have a conversation with your coach, is that a crucial conversation?
Yes.
Yes.
When you have a talk with your son, you know what I'm talking about. I cannot go into details. Is that a crucial conversation?
Yes, of
Depends on
course.
what subject you're talking.
Well, with him, every conversation you have better be a crucial conversation. If you're talking to a lawyer, is it a crucial conversation?
Yes.
Yeah, Ratanji, sorry to keep you waiting. Please go ahead.
Yeah, basically, most of the things you talk to your employee or client or even spouse, they are crucial in a different degree.
Degrees, correct. But they are crucial.
Yeah.
So have you noticed how many husbands will avoid having a conversation with their wife? Especially the crucial ones.
Right.
They'll avoid having that conversation.
Right.
Yeah. So nobody wants to, what shall I say, disturb the hornet's nest.
Yeah. Balance of power.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, so instead of having a relationship where they support each other, it's a competitive relationship. Who's right and who's wrong?
Right.
So let's look at the crucial conversations. Now, generally speaking, you're right. You're very right. Now, for each person to realize, okay, look, what are the crucial conversations I'm having in my life? Am I open to listen? Do I trust these people? Am I able to have a complete conversation? Or do I leave the conversation the moment it becomes uncomfortable? And mostly we leave with an assumption. You leave it saying, yeah, I understood. Same thing she's going to say again now. So can you, in your mind, make a list of 3, 4, 5 important people in your life with whom you already have a crucial conversation or you require to have a crucial conversation? And in that crucial conversation, how important it will be for you to really listen to what they have to say and demonstrate to them that you're listening to what they're saying and you're understanding what they're saying. How important would that be?
So I have a question.
Yes.
So what it means is in a conversation, whether professional or personal, it is the person who speaks more.
Is Vandana speaking?
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Okay.
Vandana. So, sir, what it means is, if my understanding is correct, that a person who speaks more is more open, whether it's personal or professional conversation.
No.
So when
There
you
are a
say
lot of people who just keep on blabbering,
Mhm.
without making any sense. Is it easy to listen to them?
No.
So do you know, what do you normally do when people are going on blabbering?
Stop paying attention.
Exactly. Now, will that help?
It's either ways. I mean, if you need to give them time or it gives their ego a satisfaction by speaking or blabbering, you'll have to let it continue depending on what the importance is of that conversation. And then you speak after that.
But you know something, the moment you stop paying attention, they'll talk more because they always get it that you're not paying attention.
Mhm.
I mean, I've dealt with a lot of people like this. In my coaching practice, I get a lot of people like this.
Mhm.
It doesn't mean that you have to get them going on and on. You can always, they will listen, however much they may talk, they have to stop for taking a breath. Na? Saans lene ke liye to rukenge na?
But that's what my brother does. Like what he does is, if you're in a conversation, he'll always tell, be precise and to the point rather than
Now
taking
that is
it for
something you
longer.
don't say.
Mm.
What you say is, hello, excuse me, I could not catch what you're saying.
Mhm.
And this is what I've understood so far. Can you tell me exactly what is it that you wish to say? You would actually paraphrase back. Look, my dear, I didn't understand. I mean, you said so many things, but I was not able to catch all of them. And this is what I've got.
Mhm.
And most probably they'll say, no, this is not what I'm trying to say. Because see, when they are blabbering, they are in the grip of some emotion or something, correct?
True.
So 2 things you have to do. One is say, hello, excuse me, I wasn't able to get it, right? So can you repeat it a little slowly so I can get it? Number 2, look, I know, I can see that you are a bit annoyed or agitated. Whatever feeling that they have, please acknowledge it, okay?
Mhm.
When you acknowledge it, they start kind of, you say,
Feeling
I get it.
better.
You're upset at this moment. I'm sorry about that, or whatever you want. Acknowledge the feeling that, see, when people are talking, they are not only conveying the data that you want to convey, but they're also trying to convey a feeling that goes with it. Most of
Yeah,
these blabberers are upset about something or the other.
Mhm.
Either they are upset or they are overexcited about something.
True.
Yeah, it's like one guy, for the first time in his life, he got 80% marks. And he came home so excited to his father. Oh, Dad, I'm so excited. Okay, what happened? "Oh, I'm so excited. What happened? I got 80% marks. So, why don't you say you got 80% marks? What's the big deal about that? That was the end of that guy.
Yeah, you're snubbing him off.
He felt that he was being snubbed.
Yep.
Now, if the father said, wow, you're so excited.
Mhm.
You got good marks. Wow, fantastic. Thanks, man. See, he's acknowledged his feeling. You made me feel so proud, whatever. Because that's what he's come for, right?
True.
In that situation, the words were not very important. Getting the feeling was important.
Yeah, so you acknowledged him.
He didn't, no?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, when you acknowledge, it gives little confidence also to the other person and happiness.
Yeah, they experience something called being gotten. It's a great feeling.
So how would you handle it professionally, especially when you're in a meeting and one person, whoever feels he knows too much and starts going on and on and on?
Yeah, you give him your listening. By the way, let me tell you, I coach at least 10 vice presidents every month, once in a week. All right.
Yeah.
At
Okay.
this moment.
Uh-huh.
And many of them have this problem. They
Yeah,
don't listen.
too big an ego.
No, they just don't listen.
Yes.
We will not label it, but they don't listen. All right. They are either in a hurry or they think they know everything, so they don't have to
Yes.
listen.
I think
And
the
I
second
teach people,
point.
see, in life, one very important thing, and I'm saying this to all of you, respectfully engaging with people, do you think is important?
Very.
Respectful engagement means you really listen to people. It means you acknowledge whatever feeling they're trying to convey. It means, you pay complete and full attention to them, drop everything and listen to them. And now, companies are reeling under very high attrition and all that. Okay.
True.
And I was talking to a company CEO 2 days back on this topic of respectful engagement. And he became so thoughtful. And he gave me a big surprise. He said, look, Sukhdeepak, I was just talking to you to give feedback about my people. Can you please start coaching me also? So I got another client also. How do you like that? And the CEO of the company.
Excellent.
Why? Because I was listening to him.
Kudos. That's excellent.
So it works professionally also. And see, you will notice a couple of things. When you're talking to a senior, you already have your judgments about him. Correct?
Even for juniors that way, sir.
Yeah, but you know what? With juniors, you'll still ask, what are you trying to say? Can you let me ask a question, please? Can you pause or something? You're afraid to do that with the senior, na?
True.
Like, why is Vetrivel not interrupting me? Because he considers me to be his coach and he's thinking, oh, he will get angry with me and all that. I won't. But he doesn't trust that, na? I'll never get angry with Vetrivel. It's impossible. Nobody can get angry with him anyway. He's such a man.
True.
Yeah, he's such a loving and kind soul. Nobody can get angry with him. But he doesn't trust that, na? His whole life is decided by who. I hope people don't get angry with me. I hope they like me. Not required. Everybody loves you, man. Hello, Vetri, are you listening? You ask anybody here, they all love you.
I also love everyone, sir. Thank you very much.
You're a great guy. There's never going to be any doubt on that. So coming back to Vandana, see Vandana.
Yes, sir.
So when seniors are talking, they want you to hear what they are saying, isn't it?
Very right.
So if you say, excuse me, sir, can you repeat that? I was not able to follow. Or I do not understand what this means. What do you think will happen? There is a risk, no?
Yes, tell too much for them, I think.
No, it's not too much for them. You are not doing it because you are afraid he'll think I'm a bloody idiot.
That's what I'm saying. It's too much of them to handle a subordinate questioning or asking again.
No, that's a judgment. You're not questioning their authority. You're giving them respect by really paying attention to their words and getting them. See, I talk to a lot of very, 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 very senior people, one of the things that they are so pissed off about is nobody tells us the truth, sir. They are so afraid of me, sir. See, it works both ways. If you are going to judge the man, I mean, what is the use of his wasting his time talking to you if you're not getting it? You follow what I'm saying, Vandana?
Yes, sir.
It's the same thing which I was talking to Vetrivel. If you're afraid and you don't trust your boss, huh? The boss is your enemy. The boss wants to harm you. He wants to empower you. Do you doubt that you are a good resource? Just hang on a second, Abhinav. Do you have any doubts that you are a good resource for the company? Why is he spending time talking to you? He must be holding you in some regard. He may be finding you useful, or he may be having a coaching conversation with you, or he may be having an appraisal conversation with you. Or he may be having a review conversation with you, but it is a conversation, correct?
Yep.
So if you're out of fear not going to ask him to clarify something, if you're afraid to tell him, sir, I did not follow exactly what you mean by this, because you're afraid that he'll think you're an idiot or you're trying to question his authority. Are you? You're not, no? You have to put your hand on your heart and ask yourself, do I think he's an idiot? Do I think he's an arrogant, useless fellow who just wants to do dadagiri on juniors? If you think that, well, better rethink. Then you don't have a relationship with your boss. Because if we do have a relationship, then we will have, what will we have? Honor,
Trust.
trust, allowance, gratitude, vulnerability. None of these things are there if you are saying what you are saying. Am I right?
So what is vulnerability here?
Allowing yourself to be open and defenseless, not putting up. See, because of your defensiveness in front of your boss, you're not asking him a question when you did not hear something or when you did not understand something. If you're vulnerable, you will ask anyway. You will risk his wrath. You may be surprised pleasantly he did not get angry. He may start thinking, oh, first time she's paying attention to what I'm saying.
Could be depending on the boss or whoever it is.
Yeah, maybe. I do not know.
Or your friend or whatever.
We cannot generalize, but I can tell you one thing for sure. People always get it when you're not getting them. At a particular level, people always know that you're pretending. Okay? You cannot hide it. Because there is something in our brain, it is known as the mirror neurons. Okay? If you're pretending, you know something, when you have a mirror in your house?
Sorry, sir, can't hear you.
Do you have a teenager in your house?
Not.
Okay. You know, when the papa is lecturing the teenager, the teenager is standing there quietly with his head down, and the father knows that he's not listening only, and he's getting more and more angry because he's not listening. Have you seen that?
Yes, yes, sir.
Like you must have been a teenager once upon a time.
Yeah.
Not too far away in the future. And
Yeah,
you just turned 20, so it must be a couple of years back.
Sure.
So you remember, they know. They always know. So when you are vulnerable, will you be pretending anything or would you drop your pretenses?
Drop the pretenses.
Yeah, I am what I am, right? Take it or leave it. And your boss's job is to empower you, to coach you and to support you and enable you to perform better. That's his job. His job is not to dominate you and make you feel small and disempower you, for sure. And even the most stupid boss would know that. Sometimes people get angry, then they are not in control of what they're doing. That's a different matter. But anybody who's got a reasonably senior position, he knows that his people are there to support him, so he better take care of them. Unless they are mad. See, let's give some, what shall I say, credit to the fact that somebody who made him the boss also got some brains.
Yeah, you need to give devil his due, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you think aise hi wo senior ban gaya, just like that? Yeah, paise de ke bana. It's not a government job here.
True.
So do you notice we don't trust his competence? We don't trust that he means well for me. Maybe I'm jumping to some conclusion that he doesn't like me, or he doesn't like people who ask questions, or some conclusions that we might have made. Very much possible. But never allows for a conversation to take place. That's what I'm saying. And these conversations with bosses are crucial or no? A conversation with a boss, is it crucial for you?
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
Yep.
It can position you in a particular way. which you like, or it can position you in a way you don't like. है ना?
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Vandana, for bringing the corporate part of it to today's. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Kunanji, go ahead.
So just a question, sir. When we talk about trust, it happens in a relationship when trust is once broken, it's very difficult to get it back. Is it true? What shall we do in such scenario?
Do you remember the earlier conversation you and I had? एतबार बख्शा जाता है. Trust is bestowed. You bestowed it, he broke it. What is stopping you from bestowing it again? It's yours to give, ना? भाई मेरी चीज है, मैं किसको देता हूं, मेरी मर्जी. एतबार दोगे तो what becomes possible? See, for him, I don't know, but what becomes possible for you? A life of ease, joy, and glory.
Right. Got
And
it.
it is possible that somebody may break it. Yeah, so what? How many times in life, tell me, Kunayan, we have had a lot of evidence in our life that we can trust this fellow, and still he has broken it. Then that means you cannot trust anyone in life.
Yeah.
See,
Got it.
life
Thank
is,
you.
yeah, life is uncertain. We can drop dead tomorrow. Still, we live like we are going to be alive tomorrow. मैं तो यही बोलता हूँ, if I can trust to be alive tomorrow. Sorry, Abhinav, kept you waiting. Please go ahead now. I think Abhinav had raised his hand before I.
Sorry for that.
Never mind.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone.
Sorry, Abhinav. Very sorry.
I'm just want to share my thoughts on what we have been discussed. Initially you discussed about if you don't get something, why don't you ask? Right.
What?
Now, if you don't get something during the coaching, why don't you ask the coach? कि मुझे समझ में नहीं आया. Right. Now this is इसके दो reasons थे in my life. So one was I am not important. So rather I will go by the first one. एक तो ये था कि I am not important, that I should get it. There are, like when I was studying, so I was not one of the better students. I was like one of the, you can say, one of the below average kind of student. So it was always teacher ने कुछ पूछा है, वो पढ़ा रही है, मेरे तो समझ ही नहीं आ रहा, तो मैं क्या पूछूं? बाकी जो इंटेलिजेंस लोग हैं उनके समझ में आ रहा है, मेरे तो समझ में नहीं आ रहा. So that was one. तो मैं पूछ के क्यों पूछा? तो उसके एक तो लुकिंग गुड था, क्यों मैं अपने आप को एक तो वैसे बेवकूफ नहीं पटाओ, बेवकूफ सिद्ध करूं सबके सामने कि मैं समझ नहीं आया. और दूसरा था
louder. Many things cannot be heard.
Okay. Actually, just change my earphones. I hope you can hear me.
Just hold the mic close to your mouth. No?
Okay. So can you hear me better now?
Absolutely.
Okay. So there were two reasons. One was looking good. Like I used to think that I am a kaddu, bevkoof. So if I open my mouth in my class or whatever coaching I was going through, then I will come across as, then everybody will find out that I'm a kaddu, I'm a bevkoof who knows nothing. Okay. So one was looking good. So the coach or the teacher will say something and I will just sit quietly. And the second reason was I'm not important. So it was always like there are some very important, intelligent people for whom this coaching is happening, or for whom this class is happening. And maybe I'm not in that category. So these were two major reasons why I will not, if I don't understand anything, so I will not ask. And of course, this happens with me also, because there are times when even I am coaching and there are some people who will just sit quietly. And I know they are not, so I'm wondering if they're getting it or not, but they will not ask the question. Yeah. So in my case, there are people who will not come to me and say, "Ki ji, hamari sale achhi nahi aa rahi hai, lekin hum kya kare? Please guide us, please coach us." But at the most, what they will say, "Ki sir, aap saath chalo, jisse ki deal finalize ho jaye." But they will not say, "Ki what should I do so that I improve my performance?" So ये I think एक Indian, पता नहीं अंग्रेजों के टाइम से एक कल्चर शुरू हो गया. This started from the time the अंग्रेज came and we thought they were better than us. Maybe this culture started.
Okay, but do you
And
notice everybody should notice that both the things he said, there is judging going on, right? He's judging himself.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, and one more. Kasa, just hold on for a minute. I'll come to you. Yeah. What is the third thing, Abhinav? One more thing you want to say, right?
No, these are the two things. It's, it kind of covers, it kind of covers everything. See, even I was like Shankar, sorry, Sagar. I was like Sagar, and I always wanted ki I should have a girlfriend. I'm talking of 80s. And if you remember, Sukhdeepak, I know you from 1987, 88 when I was in college.
Yep.
So I came to you and says ki mujhe apni, please help me get ad for my school magazine. Remember, I once
I
came and
remember you shared it before also.
yeah, but I never asked you ki please coach me so that I get a girlfriend.
Yeah, you didn't know me enough, right? Because you might have thought कि मैं कैसे पूछूं and all that.
हाँ तो but I asked no one now. There are so many people there are so many people. I asked no one because if you're looking good as well as I'm not important. It was a combination of both.
So why would they be bothered to coach me? ये सोचा होगा ना. If I'm not important, तो मुझे क्यों coach करेंगे?
Or they will find out how बेवकूफ I am.
Got it. All right. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes, Kasa Sai. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. So yesterday and today is Buddha Purnima, and I'm wishing one and all happy Buddha Purnima. And I see everyone as a Buddha. It's just the realized Buddha or the unrealized Buddha.
As long as you see them as Buddha, it's fine. Don't see them as Buddhu. You know what is Buddhu?
Yeah, I know, sir. And today there is a lunar eclipse. I think it starts. I think it's already has started in the morning. It's there till 12 in IST. I'm not sure about the other times. See, eclipse is a wonderful time to keep the spiritual practice up. Whatever the practices or the mantras or japas or the prayers, it is a very good time. In other times, if you're doing once in, let's say, during the eclipse, it's equivalent to at least 100 times, 1,000 times approximately. So one request to all the EMC friends, if whatever the mantras we can say, and there is a magic mantra, it is called all of life comes to me with ease, joy and glory.
I was thinking exactly that.
So keep keep your japas, and with that add the magic mantra. Let the magic manifest in each and every one of us life, and let all our lives be ease and joy and glorious. Thank you.
All right, great. Thank you very much. And on that note, I think we will call anything anybody wants to say, Vetri, Rama, or Kunen, or anybody. Kunen, how about a share before we go? Without share, nothing is complete. Yeah, Abhinav, you want to say something in parting? Please go ahead.
Yeah, see, my request is ki please take up some sessions on money and health issues also.
Yeah.
Requesting.
Yeah, sure. We'll give it a thought.
Thanks.
You want a session on money, right?
Yeah.
And why did you not join the money seminar which is going on in the GWW? Good to great में चल रहा है ना?
अच्छा.
देखो खत्म भी होने वाला है.
Okay.
मतलब you want it for free?
Maybe.
सस्ते में मिल
So
रहा
let me confess, Sukhdeepak, let me confess. Listen, in the last few years, I went into certain depths. So it will take till Diwali to clear the depths.
Okay, relax. I know the situation. I'm just pulling your leg.
No, but I'm sharing with everyone. Uske baad then I will be more adventurous about spending money. But till now, that time, I'm not spending any money on myself. Just paying off the debts.
Okay, whatever. All the best. Thanks. Yes, Kunen sir, एक शेर सुना दीजिए.
एक शेर सुनाता हूँ, आज दो सुनाता हूँ.
दो सुना दो. कुलदीप जी की तरफ से भी एक सुना दो. ये क्या हो क्या रहा है आजकल? कुलदीप जी नहीं होते, आप होते हो या कुलदीप होते हैं?
अर्ज किया जनाब के समुंदर की लहरों पर भरोसा कर बैठे, समुंदर की लहरों पर भरोसा कर बैठे, कल वो डुबा कर हमें किनारा कर बैठे।
Okay, so
कल
let's
वो
translate it. I trusted the waves of the ocean and they drowned me and threw me to one side. That's what he said, correct?
जी,
Please,
तो भरोसा करें तो किस पे करें? खैर, एक और सुनिए कि जिन्हें फिक्र थी कल की वो रोए रात भर, जिन्हें फिक्र थी कल की वो रोए रात भर, जिन्हें यकीन था रब पर वो सोए रात भर।
Wow.
जिन्हें यकीन था रब पर वो सोए रात भर।
So one more time, please. Then I'll translate it.
जिन्हें फिक्र थी कल की वो
Yeah, hold.
रोए रात भर,
Yeah. So those who are worried about tomorrow, they cried the whole night.
और जिन्हें यकीन था रब पर वो सोए रात भर।
And those who had complete trust in God, they slept very well the whole night. Wow.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you very much. And putting us in that frame of mind. And you know what? Before we leave today, let's have a big silent laugh. So when I say 1, 2, 3, let's go for it. 1, 2, 3, go. All right, bye. And remember, today
Bye-bye.
is the eclipse, so everybody has to do the magic mantra at least 100 times. All of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
Stay safe and stay blessed also.
Thank